going on, guys? So this video is going to be more about the real hardcore truths, no sugarcoating. So the last few videos I've kind of explained what's really going on Earth, quite make you guys question what's really going on. Do I really know everything that's going on? Do I really trust these systems in power? So now they got you thinking. Now hear this part out. So this is the part that is like, whoa, this is where it gets kind of religious. All right. So what do we, like, for religious reasons at least, we all believe in, like God and Jesus and stuff like that. And other religions have another kind of God, and they have ways of living by. So we, as humans, based on our love of religion, we can kind of see that we really don't know what's going on Earth, why we're really here. It's kind of a fact, If you know what's really going on, then the one religion would be the correct religion. But we're not really sure. We're just like, my parents are this, so I'm going to be that too. And then we go to school and we learn and we become one of them, like believing when it helps us out. We give a few prayers out here and there. But that's nothing spiritual about that. There's nothing spiritual about that. So what is spiritual? What is spirituality? Is God real? Why are we on Earth? Why is my hand moving? That's quite a question. Why do our bodies move when we're alive? What's in us that's making our bodies move? I've had that question I kind of always knew it, the spiritual side, but I didn't really learn about it. So let's start it from the top, all right? So in the beginning, Source just is. He's always been and always will be. He's the one. I like to call him the one. There's one being in all of known universe, all of known creation. And, he has consciousness. It has consciousness. She has consciousness. And this consciousness is the super consciousness of all. So what does this being do now? It's alone in a ton of darkness, and it just has immense love, immense light, immense creativity, immense understanding. What does it want to do? It wants to learn more about itself, like we do. It wants to experience new things, try different stuff out. So how does it do that? So it separated itself into 12 archangels. And really a lot more archangels than that. I think there's 200 something at this point, but the first there was 12. But since then, the archangels have been doing a lot of cool stuff. They're co-creators. They're out creating universes and doing other stuff. There's gods for different universes, like mini sources. And even the sun is a conscious being. Consciousness is involved with any kind of energy. Plants, consciousness. Concrete, it has a sense of spirit, but not really consciousness. We're consciousness at a low stage. But the thing is that, we have consciousness. So we are here with our consciousness to develop and get a higher level of consciousness. So eventually be at the level of source consciousness when we have the same kind of feelings of source and we have the awareness that we are source. So there's no enemy. There's just one being, and we're all just reflections of it. So the archangels they can make souls of their own, just like we parents can make kids of their own. And now there's trillions of these angel souls that are, if you're on Earth and you're in a human body, you are one of these angel souls. And you have volunteered to come to Earth knowing it would be potentially the most painful experience you'll ever have experienced. And if you're on Earth now too, there's an 80% chance that you've been here for a long time, and you've been incarnating, and your soul's been incarnating in male bodies and female bodies just to gain experience and gain wisdom and learn about yourselves. So now that you're at the part in this life where you have developed to a point where now you can push through the fifth dimension. So the dark's working extra hard, but so is the light. And so now, okay, so we are reflections of Source here. We are all literally Source, but we are reflections of Source, a refracted version having an experience. And our soul is not our body. We look way different than our body. We get to choose, to a degree, our body and just kind of settle with it if we're kind of like lower on the totem pole. If they're higher, really powerful beings, they get first dibs. The ones that have the biggest intention to help and service to others, they get the best of the best. When you have full intention of helping Source, Source is going to help you. So, yeah, I don't want to overwhelm, but the bottom line is that there's no reason to be scared of God. There's no reason to be scared of death. You live forever. You're going to continue to evolve and learn and live forever. And the only way that your soul does get neutralized is if you go against the universal law and you try manipulating free will beings. And you just completely harm others and you are like just against Source at all costs. In that case, yeah, you potentially will get, your soul will get neutralized and you'll go back to zero consciousness. Which is what's happening to the top bosses of the Dark Ones. They're in other solar systems now on trial for the horrible crimes they've done on Earth. Okay? But we're not just going to tell everyone that right off the bat because everyone would lose their mind. So we now have the choice, we have the opportunity to continue evolving without them here. And to create a new Earth without them here. And we're doing that. We're doing it right now. We're currently all doing it. And what's going to happen now is that we're going to start really feeling different. We're going to start acting differently. We're going to start learning more. And this is because the Dark One's energies are now going to be kind of pulled out of us because Source is shining super high vibe light from the central sun to our sun and shining it onto the earth. And this energy, this solar energy, is cleansing our bodies, going into our bodies and breaking down all the fear and the worry and the bad perspectives we have and the trauma. And it's helping our consciousness, our organs, our body in so many different ways. And we are really evolving. And now we just need to be consciously aware of it. Because if you're not aware of Source and you're not aware that you're just a reflection of Source having an experience, things are still going to be fearful, You're not going to be able to just have faith. Just faith, that person's crazy. They just have faith that God's going to help them. No, you've got to protect yourself. But when you really realize that you are infinitely protected because you're a reflection of Source, and there's a whole lot of other things like that. But the bottom line is that now we're going to be able to start to wipe the manipulation off, to just clean it off, the dirt, wash it down the drain. Source is helping us out, and all other alien civilizations like the Pleiadians, Arcturians, Sirians, Andromedans. These are all constellations that we all have in our maps and our astrological maps and stuff like that. But we're just like, oh yeah, probably no one over there. There's 5 suns and like 20, 30 planets, but there's probably no life there. There is life there. There are 5D societies. They have UFOs. They fly around. They're like Earth, but just no dark ones. So they're in the 5th dimension. They're just calm, like happily evolving, like all souls are, evolving, trying to get higher consciousness levels. So they're watching us. We're actually the biggest show on TV by far. Every universe is watching what's going on Earth. If you're on Earth right now, you're an intergalactic celebrity. You would be paid to do speeches at any freaking alien universities or like alien TED Talks talk about your experience on Earth. You have some amazing experiences because you went through difficulties that they can't imagine that we have to go through. They have the love of Source with them always. They don't have to pay rent. They don't have to work for financial BS they don't want to. So we can't imagine what this system would be like with the actual like being taken care of, and our only goal is just to help everyone evolve. That doesn't make any sense. But Source is the prime shareholder. He owns all the ownership. So that's what he wants. That's what he's going to get. And he'll help anyone to do it if they get to a certain point. So now we can start really realizing that. And we can really start meditating and taking all these spiritual truths, learning more, to a point where you just kind of understand things from a completely different perspective as you had it 5 years ago. But you also want to go slow. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. And you don't want to talk to people that you're not sure about this stuff with, okay? Because if they don't know any of this stuff, you're just going to be called crazy, and it's really not a confidence boost being called crazy. I know that's kind of weird, but it actually totally drains your confidence when someone just says that's insane. Even if you think it makes perfect sense. So, just research on your own. Potentially keep it to yourself. If the conversation comes up, go ahead and talk about it. But the big concern is this is your experience. Your wife is having a different experience. Your kids or your brother is having a different experience. All right? So this is really you and your consciousness versus the dark ones. And then you have the help of the light. So the light, is other people, obviously, and it's really important to have relationships with other people. And but now we can start really developing spiritually. Earth is going to go through some really cool things the next few years, and we're going to just kind of see a huge change. And we're like, whoa, what happened? What's going on? It's going to be totally different than it is right now and a few years ago. All right. So, just have some faith. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your experiences. Try to live in the moment. That's a huge one. And, now you can really have a great day knowing what you know now. So there should be no fear. There should be no worry. Yeah, if you want something, go ahead and work for it. You can work hard. No one said you can't work hard for what you want. And that's what I haven't been doing. I haven't been working hard because I've been knowing that we're just in some kind of BS system. And so I've been like, why would I work hard for this? It's like... But now I'm going to start working hard. And I'm going to start pushing these videos out. Because I was like, why would I do these videos? This is going to sound crazy. But it's like, whatever, Just going to push out this content, talk about new stuff, and really help us get to the Earth that I want to see. The cool Earth that I want to see. No evil manipulators, Just calmness, peace, experience, and then our creativity can go from there. All right, so that was a little confusing, a lot of stuff. But till the next one, let's get it.